Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. In this video, I'm going to do full-fledged problems on fund flow statement. So we'll start up. Our first question, from the following balance sheet, prepare the fund flow statement. So you have the balance sheet given for 2 years, it is 2008 and 2009. And we have the adjustment given. Basically there are 6 adjustments. So if there are a lot of adjustment, what probably one can do is first just go through the adjustment, then come back to the balance sheet, so that you will get to know how to put each item into which particular statement. So our first adjustment, which tells during the year the company paid 12% dividend on its equity share capital of rupees 4 lakhs. So if you see what is your equity share capital, 4 lakhs they have given. So 4 lakh into 12%, you get 48,000. So 48,000 is nothing but your dividend paid. So which will be taken up in your profit and loss adjustment account as to dividend paid 48,000, and in your fund flow statement as application of funds, because it is outflow of funds. So this is your first adjustment. The second adjustment is shares are of rupees 100 each fully paid. So the shares are fully paid, they are telling. So which means the entire shares is fully paid up by the shareholders. Point 3, tax provision was utilized to the extent of rupees 30,000 for income tax paid in 2009. So we have the tax provision which was paid for rupees 30,000. So the current year tax paid is 30,000. So which mean to say you have provision for taxation here, which is 40,000 in the year 2008 and 35,000 in the year 2009. So hence since we have an adjustment telling income tax paid and we have the provision for taxation in the balance sheet, we will consider provision for taxation as non-current liability and we will prepare a ledger account. Point 4, depreciation was charged on building at 5% on plant and machinery at 10% and on furniture at 10% for 1 full year. They're telling depreciation is charged on the long-term asset. Which are long-term asset? Which is buildings, plant and machinery and furniture. So hence we will prepare our ledger accounts and we will account the depreciation on the ledger accounts, and we will also provide the depreciation in the profit and loss adjustment account. Point 5, a building worth of rupees 70,000 was sold on 1/1/2009 at rupees 60,000 and a new building at a value of rupees 25,000 on 31/12/2009. The first part of it, which tells a building worth of rupees 70,000 was sold for rupees 60,000, which means to tell it was sold at a lesser value. So this lesser value is nothing but your loss, which will be credited to profit and loss account in your buildings ledger account. So it will be by profit and loss account 70,000 minus 60,000, which is 10,000. And a new building was constructed, which means to tell it is to bank account because cash is moving out when you construct something. Point 6, a machine which purchased at a cost of rupees 40,000 on 1/1/2009, while machine having a book value of rupees 10,000 was sold on 1/7/2009 at rupees 20,000. So machine was purchased for rupees 1/1/2009. This will be accounted in your plant and machinery account as to bank account, which is your purchases 40,000, while machine having a book value of rupees 10,000 was sold on 1/7/2009 at rupees 20,000. So it is sold at a higher value, if we see, than your written down value. Hence it is sold on profit. Hence it will be accounted as to profit and loss account in your plant and machinery ledger account, which will tell you as profit. So 20,000 minus 10,000, 10,000 is your profit. Now let's move on to the balance sheet. So equity share capital, last year it is 4 lakhs, the current year it is 6 lakhs. So which means to tell equity share capital has increased, so then there is issue of shares of rupees 2 lakhs which will be accounted in your fund flow statement under your sources of funds. Next is the share premium. Last year it is 1 lakh and the current year it is 1 lakh 10,000. Again it is increased, it will be shown as your sources of funds in your fund flow statement. Since it's an increase, it means that the company is gaining funds. Point 3, general reserve 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs 20,000. If you see, the profit and loss account is not given in the question. So the general reserve account, the opening balance and the closing balance is given. Since the profit and loss account balance is not given, we assume that all profits are transferred to general reserve. Hence, we will consider general reserve accounts balance as a profit and loss account balance. Hence, we will consider this balance in your profit and loss adjustment account. So, in your profit and loss adjustment account, this 2 lakhs will be opening balance and 2,20,000 will be your closing balance. Debenture redemption reserve, it will be taken in your profit and loss adjustment account. So, debenture has been redeemed. So, last year it is 1 lakh. And this year it is 1,10,000, which is a debenture redemption reserve. So it is a transfer to redemption reserve. So we'll consider in your profit and loss adjustment account as to redemption reserve. Then we have debentures. Last year it is 3 lakhs. The current year it is 2,90,000. So if you see, the debenture is decreased compared to your last year, which means to say that there is redemption of debentures, okay, by the company. Hence it has decreased. So it will be shown in your application of funds as redemption of debentures. 3 lakhs minus 2,90,000, which is 10,000. Next is your provision for taxation. Last year it is 40,000. The current year it is 35,000. We have tax paid. We will account it in your ledger accounts, provision for taxation. Next is your secured loans. Last year it is 2 lakhs. The current year it is 1 lakh. Which means to tell the secured loans have decreased, which means to tell that we have paid our secured loans. So it is repayment of secured loans. So it will be considered in your application of funds under your fund flow statement. Next is your current liability. Last year it is 24,000. The current year it is 30,000. Current liability will be shown in your schedule of changes in working capital. Buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, all is your long-term asset which will be prepared with your ledger accounts respectively. Cash in hand, stock, debtors, bills receivable, all is your current asset which will be shown in your schedule of changes in working capital. Investment, if you see investment, it is on long-term basis. So investment has increased from zero value to 2,10,000, which means to tell there is purchase of investment by the company, which will be shown in your application of fund because the cash is moving out. I hope the question is clear now. Let's move on to the answer. So if you should see the schedule of changes in working capital, we'll start with the current asset. So in the question, cash in hand, stock, debtors, bills receivable are your current asset. So we take up all the current asset, cash in hand, stock, debtors and bills receivable. So we come up with the same logic which tells when current asset increases, your working capital increases. When current asset decreases, your working capital will decrease. So your cash in hand last year 5 lakh, current year it is 8 lakh. So you increase, it is increased, so you will show it in increase column as 3,000 rupees. Next is your stock. Last year it is 1,55,000. The current year it is 1,45,000. So it is a decrease. Hence we will show the amount 1,55,000 minus 1,45,000, which is 10,000. Debtors, last year it is 1,80,000. The current year it is 1,60,000. So it has been decreased. So 20,000 is a decrease, which will show it up in your decrease column. Bills receivable, last year 4,000, the current year 40,000. It has increased, so you will show up the increase amount, which is 36,000 in your increase column. So your total of your current asset is 3,44,000 in your previous year and 3,53,000 in your current year. So moving on to your current liabilities. So you have your current liabilities under the question as 24,000 and 30,000. So total of your current liability is 24,000 and 30,000. So there is an increase in current liability. So if your current liability increases, the working capital decreases. If your current liability decreases, your working capital increases. Since it is increased, we are showing it up in the decrease column of rupees 6,000. Now we will total up our current liabilities. We have totaled up, it's the same amount which remains. Moving on to the total of your changes in working capital, which is 39,000 and 36,000. How do you get it? Just total up your increase column and just total up your decrease column. Now your working capital, how do you basically get a working capital? Current asset minus the current liabilities. 3,44,000 minus 24,000, which you get 3,20,000. 3,53,000 minus 30,000, which you get 3,23,000, which is our working capital. Current asset minus the current working capital. So if you see the working capital, last year it is 3,20,000, the current year it is 3,23,000, which means there is a net increase in the working capital. So net increase in working capital is 3,000, which you will put it up in the previous column in order to match up with the current year. So your total of current year and previous year will be equal to 3,23,000, and the increase column, it has increased by 3,000, so you'll put in the decrease column the 3,000, so that it will match up with the increase amount, which is 39,000 and 39,000 as the total. So this net increase in working capital, which will be shown up in your fund flow statement as application of funds. Why it will be shown as application of funds is because you need extra funds to access your working capital requirement, hence it will be shown as application of funds. Now moving on to the different accounts that we have. First up, we have the plant and machinery account. So in plant and machinery account, you have the balancing figure, to balance brought down and by balance carried down, which is 3,60,000 and 3,51,000. Since it is an asset account, you will have a debit balance, which is to balance brought down. Now we'll move on to the adjustment and see regarding plant and machinery. So if you see plant and machinery, they are telling we have two adjustment regarding that, which tells depreciation was charged on plant and machinery at 10%, and a machine was purchased at a cost of rupees 40,000, while a machine having a book value of 10,000 was sold for 20,000. So this is what we are going to account in your plant and machinery account. So first we will account for the purchases. Purchases nothing but to bank account, purchases 40,000. Next, a machine worth of rupees 20,000 was worth of rupees 10,000 was sold for 20,000 if you see the question. So 20,000 is nothing but your sale value. So it will be by bank account, which is cash is coming into the business because it's a sale, 20,000. So 10,000 minus 20,000, 10,000 is a profit because the machine worth was 10,000 but it was sold for rupees 20,000. So the profit will be credited in your profit and loss account as to profit and loss account 10,000, which is nothing but your profit on sales. Now if we see, we have everything. There is a balancing figure also, hence we have the balancing figure as your debit balance. We will consider the depreciation to be your debit balance. We will not consider your depreciation rate of percentage of depreciation or calculate the rate of percentage of depreciation because we are getting a debit balance. Hence the balancing figure will be depreciation and it is a balancing figure. We are not calculating, I again repeat, we are not calculating with the percentages. It is just the balancing figure. We are ignoring the rate of depreciation. Hence our total will be 4,10,000. So moving on to the next account, which is buildings account. So we'll look on to the adjustment regarding the buildings account. So your building opening balance is 5,70,000 and your closing balance is 5 lakhs, and your buildings adjustment is a building worth of rupees 70,000 was sold on 1/1/2009 at rupees 60,000, and a new building was constructed at a value of rupees 25,000 on 31/12/2009. So a building was worth of 70,000 but it was sold for 60,000, which means it is sold at a lesser value. So it will be to by bank account 60,000 and by profit and loss account, which is 10,000, which is nothing but your loss on sales. 70 minus 60, 10,000. And a new building was constructed, which will be accounted as to bank account because the cash is moving out. So to bank account 25,000. So we'll respectively account that. So to balance brought down, which is your opening balance. Since it is an asset account, you'll have a debit balance. To balance brought down 5,70,000. By balance carried down 5 lakhs. By bank account sales, which is 60,000, but the value of the building was 70,000, so it is sold on a loss. So by profit and loss account, loss 10,000. And we have constructed a new building which is worth of 25,000, so to bank account 25,000. Now we have the balancing figure, which is 25,000 again. Since it is a debit balance, again we are not considering the rate of depreciation that is given in the question. We will consider the balancing figure to be the depreciation. So we have the total to be 5,95,000 and 5,95,000. So our third account is furniture account. So what have they given about furniture account? We will look into the question again. So your furniture account, your opening balance is 5,70,000 and your closing balance is 5 lakhs. And they have given the rate of depreciation on furniture is 10%. So we'll get back to the question answer. So to balance brought down 90,000, by balance carried down 81,000. So if you see, again we are not considering the rate of depreciation because we have a debit balance. So if it's a debit balance, the balancing figure will always be depreciation. It will be accounted as depreciation. So your 9,000 is your balancing figure, but not calculating the rate of depreciation. So we are finishing up with the furniture because nothing else is given. So finishing up with the furniture account. Moving on to our next account, which is provision for taxation. So if you see provision for taxation, the last year it is 40,000, the current year it is 35. So opening balance is 40, closing balance is 35, and the tax paid is 30,000. So this is what is given in the question. So we'll prepare the ledger account accordingly. So provision for taxation, by balance carried brought down, it will have a credit balance because it is a liability. So by balance brought down 40,000, to balance carried down 35,000, and to bank account, which is a tax paid, which is 30,000. So we have the balancing figure, which is by profit and loss account, which is 25,000. This will be accounted in your profit and loss adjustment account as provision for taxation 25,000. So you total up your provision for taxation and you get 65,000 and 65,000. Wherever there is to bank account and by bank account, that will be respectively stated or accounted in your fund flow statement as sources or applications of funds. Whatever is resembling as by profit and loss account or to profit and loss account will be stated or accounted in your profit and loss adjustment account, respectively under your debit side or under your credit side. By depreciation also will be stated in your profit and loss adjustment account. So which all I have shaded in golden color, so that will be accounted in your fund flow statement. Which all I have shaded in blue, light blue color, will be accounted in your profit and loss adjustment account. So moving on to our next account, which is your profit and loss adjustment account. So if you see a profit and loss adjustment account, any transfer to your reserves, the provisions for taxation, your interest, income tax paid, or dividend paid, and the depreciation charged, and if there is a loss on sale of the long-term assets, all this will be debited in your profit and loss adjustment account. So what all will be credited in your profit and loss adjustment account? So basically your profit on sale of long-term asset or any incomes received. So all this will be credited in your profit and loss adjustment account. So moving on to the question, we have the redemption of reserve, the debenture redemption reserve, which has increased from 1 lakh to 1,10,000. So that increase will be shown in your profit and loss adjustment account as to redemption reserve 1 lakh minus 1,10,000, which is 10,000. Next is your provision for taxation. Next we'll move on to the provision for taxation. This is the current year from your provision for taxation account. If you see by profit and loss account, which is 25,000, the current year's provision, that will come up in your debit side. Next is your dividend paid, which is your adjustment, which is 48,000. How do you basically get this 48,000? So basically in the question they are telling the tax during the year the company paid 12% dividend on its equity share capital of 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs into 12%. So 4 lakhs into 12%, which you get 48,000, which will be shown in your profit and loss adjustment account as to dividend paid and in your fund flow statement as application of funds. Next we'll move on to all the depreciations. So depreciation on building is 25, depreciation on plant and machinery is 39,000, and depreciation on furniture is 9,000, which is all is your balancing figure. To loss on the sale of building, so any losses that you occur on any selling of the asset, that will be debited. So to loss, we have a loss in the sale of building, which is 10,000, so that will be debited. Next is your moving on to the credit side of your profit and loss adjustment account. We have the balance brought down, so which is your opening balance of general reserve account. In this question, I again repeat, it is opening balance of general reserve account because profit and loss account balance is not given. And to balance carried down, it is a closing balance of the general reserve account. So any profits that you get out of the sale of the long-term asset will be credited. So in the question we have only the sale of plant and machinery, which you are getting a profit of 10,000, which I am getting it from the plant and machinery account. So to plant and machinery account, which is a profit of 10,000, which will be taken up as by profit on sale of plant and machinery in your credit side, 10,000. So we have a debit balance which is 1,76,000, which will be shown as funds from operations. So we have the total to be 3,86,000 and 3,86,000. So now let's move on to the preparation of fund flow statement. So your fund flow statement will start up with the beginning, which is the from the following balance sheet, prepare the fund flow statement. So if you see which all comes under your fund flow statement, equity share capital, share premium, then your debentures and your secured loans. So these are your long-term assets. So if these increase, then probably if your equity share capital and share premium increases, then it will be shown in your sources of funds because you're issuing and funds have been raised. If it basically decreases, probably you're paying back. So if you see your equity share capital, last year it is 4 lakh, current year it is 6 lakh. So there is an increase, so which means to tell it's an issue of equity shares. So we will show that in your fund flow statement as sources of funds. So we will start the fund flow statement. So this 4 lakh minus 6 lakhs, which is 2 lakhs, will be shown as issue of shares since it is a increase. Issue of shares 2 lakhs. Then we have the share premium. Last year it is 1 lakh, current year it is 1,10,000. So this will be shown as again sources, which is share premium 1,10,000 minus 1 lakh, which you get 10,000 as your answer. Next, moving on to the next long-term asset, which is long-term liability, which is debentures. Last year 3 lakh, the current year it is 2,90,000. It has decreased. So which means to tell the debentures have been redeemed. So you'll be showing up in your application of funds at redemption of debentures, because there is outflow of funds. So last year it is 3 lakhs, this year it is 2,10,000. So your balance is 10,000. Next we have secured loans. Last year it is 2 lakhs, the current year it is 1 lakh. So this is a long term liability, so it has decreased, which means to tell you have paid your secured loans. So which means to tell secured loans paid, that's why there is decrease. So secured loans paid. So if you would have increased, probably it is purchase of secured loans, so it will come in your sources. So the amount is last year 2 lakhs, current year 1 lakh, so the balance is 1 lakh. 2 lakhs minus 1 lakh, it is 1 lakh. So moving on to your asset side, so we'll start with our long-term assets. So long-term assets, if you see for all these buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, we have prepared the ledger account. So we'll see the ledger accounts and then we will account it. So if you see in the question only the investment we have not prepared, so it has increased, so which means to tell there is purchase of investment. Purchase of investment. Why we are accounting it in your application? Because there is outflow of cash. If you purchase something, you're paying them, so there is outflow of cash, hence it is application of funds. So it is, the amount is 2,10,000. Now moving on to your adjustment, your dividend paid that we have accounted in your profit and loss adjustment account, again we'll account it here as application of funds as dividend paid. Your amount is 48,000. I have showed the calculation already. Now let's move on to each account and see what all we are supposed to take. So net increase in working capital will be shown under application of funds. So net increase in working capital, the amount is 33,000. Next we are moving on to the profit and loss adjustment account. We have funds from operation, which will be shown up in your sources of funds. So funds from operation, you are getting funds from operation, so it is sources. Funds have been raised, so the amount is 1,76,000. Now we'll move on to the ledger accounts, which we have prepared. So if you see the plant and machinery accounts, we have to buy bank account, which is sales 20,000. So sale of machinery, $20,000. Next, two bank account purchases, which is 40,000. So purchase of machinery will come under your application. Purchases will always come under application and sales will always come under sources. Purchase of machinery, the amount is 40,000. Now let's move on to the next account, which is building. Buy bank account sales of rupees 60,000. So sale of building 60,000. Then two bank account building constructed. So construction of building, whenever it is two bank account, it will come under application. Whenever it is by bank account, it will come under sources. So to construction of building, it is 25,000. Why two bank account is coming under application? If anyone has a doubt, two bank account is nothing but cash is moving out, so at that time it is an application of funds. So next we'll move on to the next account, which is furniture accounts. And furniture account, we don't have the sales or the purchases. So if you move on to the provision for taxation, it is to bank account rupees 30,000, which is the tax paid. So we'll account that as tax paid 30,000. So now we will see if we have accounted everything and if our fund flow statement is tallying. So our fund flow statement is exactly tallying, so our answer is correct. So we'll move on to the next question. So from the following balance sheet, prepare the fund flow statement. So if you see, you have the liability side and you have 2007, 2008, and you have asset side 2007 and 2008. So we will start with our adjustments first. And a running business was purchased in 2007 by the issue of 40,000 shares at par, which included machinery of rupees 12,000, stock of rupees 16,000, debtors of rupees 16, creditors of rupees 14,000. So which means to tell, a business was purchased by the company. Instead of paying them cash, we're paying them by issuing our shares. So this machinery, which was 12,000, which will be accounted in your machinery account. The stock of rupees 16,000, it will be shown up in your fund flow statement. Debtors of rupees 16,000, which will be shown up in your fund flow statement. This creditors of 14,000, which will be shown up in your schedule of changes in working capital. Your second adjustment, machinery purchased for cash amounted to 16,000. So you have your machinery account and you have a balance, you have an adjustment regarding machinery account. So you basically, it is a long-term asset. You will prepare your ledger account and you will account it in your fund flow statement. Hence, whatever we are counting in our fund flow statement, I have shaded in golden yellow color, and whatever we are counting in our schedule of changes in working capital, I have shaded in dark green. Whatever we are counting in profit and loss adjustment account, I have shaded in blue color, which is for a better understanding. A machine costing rupees 8,200, accumulated depreciation of 6,400 has been discarded and written off at the end of the year. The scrap was sold for 120. So machine was 8,200, accumulated depreciation 6,400. So 8,200 minus 6,400, which you get 1,800 is the value of the machinery. But we are selling that machinery at 120 rupees, which is a loss on sales. So the loss is 1,800 minus 120, which you get 1,620. It will be accounted in your building and machinery account as by profit and loss account, which is a loss of 1,680. I'm sure it's clear. Point number 4, debentures have been issued at a discount of 5%. So what is our debentures? Basically, our debentures amount is 60,000 minus 80,000, which is 20,000. So this 20,000 of debentures is issued at a discount of 5%. 20,000 into 5%, which you get 1,000 rupees as a discount on debentures. We will be preparing the debentures account because we have an adjustment regarding it. They have given the net loss, which is 5,000 for the year 2007. So if you see, we have the reserves account, opening and closing balance. Instead of taking up the net loss, we will take the reserves account itself, which is the opening and closing balance of profit and loss adjustment account. So this net loss is completely ignored in the answer. So we'll start up with the balance sheet. So liability share capital, it's an increase which will be showing up in your fund flow statement. Reserves is the opening and closing balance of your profit and loss adjustment account. Debentures, which will be shown, it's an increase which will be shown up in your fund flow statement as issue of debentures. and accrued debenture interest is nothing but your current liability, which will be shown up in your schedule of changes in working capital. Proposed dividend is your dividend which is proposed by the company, so which will be shown up in your profit and loss adjustment account as the current year proposed, which is 24,000. Only that will be accounted. Unclaimed dividend is your current liability, the dividend which is unclaimed by the company. Hence it will be shown up in your profit and hence it will be shown up in your schedule of changes in working capital. Depreciation fund, the last year it is 50,000, the current year it is 70,300. We will account this in our depreciation account. So we will have a ledger account which is depreciation account. According to that we will account it and will show that in the respective balancing figure in your profit and loss adjustment account. The stock provision is again, the last year it is 3,200, the current year it is increased. The provision for stock has been increased, so hence it will be shown in your profit and loss adjustment account as 600, which is an increase. It is to stock provision, which is an expense. Provision for taxation, we have a adjustment regarding, we don't have an adjustment regarding taxes. We have no adjustments regarding provision for taxation. So if we consider this as non-current liability, how will this appear? I will be showing up. So this 7,800, which is your last year provision, which will consider it as the tax paid for the current year. Since this 7,800 which will be shown up in your fund flow statement. And so what are we supposed to do with the 7,040, which is the current year provision? So that will be shown up in your profit and loss adjustment account as profit and loss adjustment account as last year tax paid or the last year provision. So the provision for the current, for the year 2007 is 7,040, and the tax paid, which is your last year provision, is made to be as the current year tax paid, which is 7,800, which will be shown in your fund flow statement. I again repeat this, if we consider provision for taxation as non-current liability, so the last year provision which will be shown as income tax paid for the current year in your fund flow statement, and the current year provision will be shown up in your profit and loss account as provision for taxation. So moving on to the creditors is your current liability, which will be shown up with your schedule of changes in working capital. Moving on to your asset side, buildings, long-term liability, prepare the ledger account. Advances, stock and debtors is your current liability. So buildings is long-term asset, prepare your ledger account. Advances, stock and debtors your current asset, which will show up in your schedule of changes in working capital. Goodwill, last year it is 8,000, the current year it is 12,000, and we have an adjustment. I will tell you all how to work it out, so that we will keep it aside. While I will working out, I will tell you. Discount on debentures will be shown up in your reserve profit and loss adjustment account as 1,600 minus 2,000, which is 600, which will be shown up as to discount on debentures. So now let's move on to the answers. So your schedule of changes in working capital, your advances, stock and debtors, which is your current asset, we are accounting it. If the current asset increases, your working capital increases. If your current asset decreases, your working capital decreases. On that logic, we are getting our increase. Every current asset has increased, so we have only the increase. So you total up your current asset. Then we are moving on to the current liability. So we have the current liability as accrued debenture interest, unclaimed dividend and creditors. So if you see only the unclaimed dividend as decreased, hence that will be shown as increase, because when your current liability increases, your working capital decreases, and when your current liability decreases, your working capital increases. So respectively you're showing it up, and you total up your current liability and you get it, and you total up your changes in working capital, which is the increase and decrease column, which you get 27,160 and 4,400. So your working capital, how will we basically get our working capital? Current asset minus current liabilities. 1,48,000 minus 11,600, which you get 1,36,400. 1,74,360 minus 15,200, which we get 1,59,160. If you see, last year it is 1,36,400. This year it is 1,59,600. So it is an increase which will show it up in your previous year, which will add up in your previous years in order to balance it with the current year. So your total will be 1,59,160, 1,59,160. So this 22,720 60, which will be shown up in your decrease column in order to match up with your increase column. So your total of previous year and current year will match up, and total of your increase and decrease column will match up. So this 22,760, how do we get this? 1,59,160 minus 1,36,400. So it's 22,760, which will be accounted in your fund flow statement as application of funds, because it is a increase. We need extra amount or extra fund for our working capital requirements. Now our next account is, we will prepare the ledger accounts. So we have our buildings account. So you have a buildings account, opening balance is 2,48,000 and closing balance is 2,76,000. So it is a debit balance. The buildings is an asset account. It will always have debit balance. To balance brought down 2,48,000. By balance carried down 2,76,000. Now if you see, we have an adjustment regarding building and machinery. Machinery purchase for rupees 16,000. So it will be accounted as to bank account machinery purchase, which is 16,000. Next we have an adjustment telling machinery costing rupees 8,200. Accumulated depreciation is 6,400 has been discarded and written off at the end of the year. The scrap was sold at 120. So by depreciation account 6,400. So by bank account, which is sales of 120. I will show you here how we are basically getting. So basically they are telling machinery cost is 8,200. Machinery worth is 8,200 minus our depreciation, which they are telling it to be 6,400. 6,400. So your balancing figure will be your balancing figure will be 8,200 minus 6,400, which is 1,800. This is nothing but your balance. Now what are we supposed to do? This 1,800 is your balance. Now this is nothing but, this balance is nothing but written down value of rupees 1,800. Now we are selling this machinery at rupees, how much? 120. So minus 120, which we get the balance to be 1,680. This is nothing but the loss. Why it is the loss? Because your written down value is more than the sales value. So this 1,600 will be written as by profit and loss account as 1,680. So your depreciation is 6,400. So it is by depreciation fund account 6,400. and buy sales, which is 120. So all this 3 item calculation, I've clearly shown it up here with the help of your adjustment. So this 100,680 is your loss. If it was a profit, it would have been debited in your buildings account. Since it is a loss, it is credited, and this depreciation is your 6,400. So then we have accounted it, and now we have something called as a running business which was purchased, and machinery was purchased, so 1,200. So this 1,200 which will be purchased, so to share account we are purchasing machinery, but we are not paying it cash but through share. So it is to share account 1,200. So we have the balancing figure, and if you see there is no balancing figure, it completely balances. Now moving on to your depreciation account. So your depreciation fund account, opening balance 50,000, closing balance 70,720. So buy balance brought down, it's a liability, so it is it's a expense and a liability, so it will have a credit balance. So buy balance brought down 50,000, to balance carried down 70,360. Now if you see in your buildings and machinery account, we have our depreciation, so the corresponding entry will come here to buildings and machinery account 6,400, and we have the balance which is 76,720, which will put it up in your profit and loss adjustment account. We total it up, we get 76,760. Now we have our next account, which is discount on debentures account. So discount on debentures account, opening balance 7,200, closing balance is 2,000. So to balance brought down 1,600, buy balance carried down 2,000. And the current year we are issuing debentures at 5% discount. So debentures is, if you see debentures 60,000 and 80,000. The current year, which means to take 80,000 minus 60,000, current year 20,000 has been issued. So 20,000 into 5% which they have given in the adjustment. So 1,000 is your discount on debentures. So your balance figure is by profit and loss account, which is 600 rupees, which will be taken up in your profit and loss adjustment account. Your last account, which is goodwill account, have your opening balance 8,000, closing balance 12,000. It is an asset, it will have a debit balance, to balance brought down 8,000, buy balance carried down 12,000. And by issuing in this one, I will tell you all very clearly. Now if you see, we have issued shares of rupees 40,000. Okay, but what all we have purchased in the adjustment, they are telling machinery, stock, debtors and creditors. So machinery 12,000, stock 16,000, debtors 16,000. So all the assets, if we total up, we are getting 44,000 minus the creditors which we have paid, which is for 14,000. So the balancing figure, but we have issued shares of 40,000, but the 30,000 itself we are getting accounted for. So the remaining balance, which is 10,000, 40 minus 40,000, is our issue, minus 30,000, which is our total. So which you are getting 10,000. So this 10,000 is nothing but your goodwill. So the balancing figure, if it is a positive balancing figure out of issue of shares, if you are purchasing, it's a positive balancing figure, that is our goodwill. So to shares account purchases, which will account it as 10,000, which is goodwill. So the balancing figure by profit and loss account, goodwill written off, which will be shown up in your profit and loss adjustment account. So now coming up to your profit and loss adjustment account. So profit and loss adjustment account, we will move on to the question and see. So if you say the reserves 53,000, 24,000, which is opening and closing balance, buy balance brought down 53,000, to balance carried down is 24,000. Now next, our proposed dividend. The current year proposed dividend, which is for 24,000, is taken up as proposed dividend 24,000. The last year dividend, we assume it to be paid. Next, your depreciation fund account 50,000, 70,200. If you see the depreciation account, the balancing figure is 26,720, which will be shown up as to depreciation fund 26,720. And in the question, we have stock for provision, which is 3,200, 3,800. So to stock provision, 600 is your balance. Now moving on to our buildings account. So by profit and loss account, which is a loss, 1,680. So to building and machinery account, 1,680. By depreciation account, which we have accounted. Moving on to the discount on debentures, which is 600. By profit and loss account, 600, which will be shown up as to discount on debentures, 600. And goodwill account, by profit and loss account, balancing figure 6,000 is your goodwill return of 6,000. So you have a debit balance of 37,640, which is your funds from operation. So now let's move on to the fund flow statement. So your fund flow statement, we will start up with our share capital. So issue of shares, you will not account the entire issue of shares of rupees 40,000, only to the extent of stock and debtors you will account it, because the other two we have accounted in their respective ledger accounts. So stock is 16,000. How do we get the 16,000? In the adjustment, stock 16,000, debtors 16,000. Next we have the issue of debentures. So your debentures 60,000, 80,000, 60 minus 80, which is 20,000. So issue of debentures, since it is increased, you are issuing debentures. Issue of debentures, which is 20,000. So in this 20,000 issue, we have issued at a discount of 1,000. So 20,000 minus 1,000, which you get 19,000 as your answer. Next up, we have the if you see in the question, we have, I think everything we have considered. So we'll move on to the respective accounts and see. So in the question, if you see, we have the net increase in working capital, so 22,760. So you'll account that in your fund flow statement, 22,720, which is a application of funds. 22,720. $760. Next up, we have the funds from operation, which is 37,640, which will come on your sources of funds. So it is 37,640. Next up, we have our ledger account. So if it is by bank, it will go in your sources. If it is to bank, it will go in our applications. You have a by bank, which is scrap sale. So it is to, so sale of scrap, the amount is 120. Next, they are telling to bank account 16,000. Since we have not debited in your issue of shares, we will not credit that also to bank account 16,000. If you are debited at issue of shares machinery 16,000, then we will credit it. Since we have not debited it for the issue of shares, we are not going to show that as application of funds. So to bank account purchase, which is 8,200, which is 6,200, which is 16,000, which is by cash, that we will show it up. So purchase of machinery by cash only we are showing up. So purchase of machinery by share we are not showing it up because we have not showed in the issue of shares. Purchase of machinery by cash. The amount is 16,000. So I again repeat, if you look into the question, the purchase of machinery by shares is 12,000, which we are not accounting for. I repeat, by bank to bank account purchases is 8,200, which is your balancing figure, that we will account it. To share account, which is 12,000, which you have purchased machinery by issuing shares, that we will not account it. So purchase of machinery by cash, again by cash, which is 8,400, that we will account it. 8,200, that is a balancing figure in your buildings account, so that we will account it. But what we have purchased in machinery with the help of issuing shares, we will not account it. So next is your depreciation account. So nothing will be taken from your depreciation. Discount account, so 2 debentures which we have taken it as 1,000. Next is your goodwill account. So if you see 2 shares account, 10,000. So 2 shares account purchases, which will not account it in your fund flow statement because it is 2 shares, not 2 bank. So next item is purchase of creditors by shares. So purchase of creditors by shares, because the creditors we are purchasing by issuing of shares, which is a liability, hence we will account that as how much we have purchased the creditors by 14,000. How did we get this? In the adjustment, we have purchased the creditors by 14,000. So since it is liability, we will show it as application of funds. But the other two, which is your machinery and goodwill, will not be showing because it will be shown up in your respective ledger accounts. Next, your dividend paid. Your dividend paid, in the adjustment we don't have the dividend paid, but in the balance sheet we have the proposed dividend, which is 20,000, which we assume that is paid in the current year. So 20,000, since we have assumed proposed dividend as non-current liability, this is how we will consider. And provision for taxation, the current year, which is the last year, which is 7,800, is the last year provision, so which we assume the current year tax is paid out of the dividend of the last year. So tax paid is 7,800. So I again repeat, the last year provisions we assume it to be paid the current year, and the current year will assume it to be the provisions for the current year. So this 20,000 and 7,800 of last year, which we assume it to be paid this year, 24,000 and 7,040, which was of current year, which will be considered as provisions for the current year. So in case if you assume proposed dividend and provision for taxation as non-current liability, so by this we will total up our fund flow statement and see, and it tallies, hence our fund flow statement tallies, hence the answer is correct. Thank you everyone for listening and for the patience. Thank you.